Welcome back to Healing America's Narratives. This is Reggie Mara, and I'm going to make a move now, not a permanent final move, but a move that I think is important to speak a little bit about the collective and prospects for how collectives can shift and evolve. Obviously, individuals have to do their work to make that happen because we are the systems. We create the systems. So I want to point to what I have found. For it's got to be close to definitely 40 years now, one of the simplest on the surface ways to speak about collective change. And it comes from a model that Scott Peck, the late psychiatrist, offered up in his book, The Different Drum, Community Making and Peace, which followed about 9 years after his huge bestseller, The Road Less Traveled. And really briefly, he speaks about community making. He identified in real time with real people 4 basic steps to form a community in the deepest sense of community, not just like a neighborhood where you kind of wave to people, but a real sense of community among individual human beings. And first step that he identified, and again, this was working with a lot of other people on weekend workshops and longer workshops to really see how community emerges and what's necessary to maintain it. The first step he called pseudocommunity, where everybody gets together and they already think we're all good people here, so we already kind of have a community, and they make believe everything is okay. Right? I'm going to guess that anyone who might listen to this recording has had some kind of an experience of that, and has participated in it. Oh yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, we're good. We're all good. We don't really need to build a community because we already have one. We're all on kind of the same page here, and that's pseudo community. It's fake. And the next step that people begin to bump into when they realize that it's fake, Peck calls chaos, where suddenly they realize, oh, we're not all on the same page, but many of us, I feel that. I kind of know what we need here. So I try to fix the other people, try to point out to them what they're missing so we can be in community. And they all do that. So people are trying to fix me. I'm trying to fix them. And that's this chaotic thing. I'm right, they're wrong, or I have a better version or a more inclusive version and they don't really have it. So we try to fix each other. And that's exhausting. It's tiring. It's really uncomfortable. Right? That's chaos is where is the point in Peck's model that the citizens of the United States live in. We're in a state of chaos right now, trying to fix each other and point fingers. The third emergent step in community making, as he referred to it, is emptiness. We get to a point where we're just so exhausted by this chaos and trying to fix each other where we just get quiet. We're tired. We realize we're going nowhere. We realize we're not a community. And we just get quiet. And that's a hard one because we're not trained to be quiet, trained to recognize problems and fix them. And in Peck's work, and we're going to see some other examples of this when we get in, we're going to mention some work by Thomas Hübl and Otto Scharmer in subsequent episodes. But in Peck's work, it's only through this emptiness that community then emerges. And he's really clear that once there is this sense of stopping trying to fix the other person and point the finger and breathing into this empty space and allowing community to form, community then has to be maintained. So I'm giving you a 3 or 4 minute synopsis of a fairly intense process that takes quite an amount of time, energy, and commitment. Right? And we need that now. So I'm going to return to this idea of community making and some larger current examples of it that are available to all of us today. Again, mentioning Thomas Hübl's work and Otto Scharmer's work, if you have a sense of what I'm talking about. If not, Google, look them up, because I'm going to be giving you these real quick snippets of their work, in some ways reducing what they do in order to be able to talk about it briefly. All right, so thank you again for tuning in, and tune into where you are in your own sense of community with your family and friends and coworkers. Are you in pseudo community? Are you in chaos? Are you in emptiness? Or do you in fact have a true community. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.